Diversity and inclusion, which are the real grounds for creativity, must remain at the center of what we do. The CEO of Gucci once said, "Now let me ask you, what do you think of diversity and inclusion?" There are so many examples in this current society where diversity and inclusion are not practiced. For instance, racism against the African American community caused the Black Lives Matter movement to be brought to attention around the world. Discrimination against people with medical conditions, people with different sexual orientation and gender identity also exists. So how can we actually practice diversity and inclusion? In Singapore, a multiracial society, people of different backgrounds come together and interact with each other every day. It is a common sight to see people of various races playing sports together, people with different nationalities forming friendships with one another, and many more. However, this brings about the question, do people of different race, gender, and nationality really feel included in our diverse society? Or are they silently being neglected in the society in general? To understand the situation more, we have reached out to people of different race, ethnicity, gender, and nationality to help us achieve a better understanding of the current situation in Singapore.
My name is Phan Thu Chi and I'm 19 years old. I'm Vietnamese from Vietnam.
My name is Jung Kai. I'm 17 this year and I'm a Singaporean.
My name is Seh Tao. I am 18 years old. I'm from Myanmar and I'm Burmese.
My country who is mainly I think is Vietnamese, and we don't have any other like main four races in Singapore like Malay, Chinese, Indians. So I think Singapore is very diverse.
Actually, to be honest, no. Sure, Singapore is always portrayed to be a diverse and inclusive country, but I feel that there's still a lot of work needed to be done. Despite the fact that there are 4 official languages in Singapore, English, Malay, Chinese, Indian, TV screens on public transport only broadcast shows in English or Mandarin. Same for some jobs where an important requirement is to be fluent in Mandarin, which immediately eliminates the other races.
I think Singapore is diverse because there's many races and there are many events that includes those races.
I think the LGBT community in Singapore is not able to express themselves. Same-sex marriage is illegal in Singapore. It's not recognized by laws.
I haven't seen any LGBT expression in Singapore, so I don't think they're given enough freedom because I haven't noticed them yet.
One girl, she approached me. I was around P3. She approached me and she talked to me. But after that, she realized that I couldn't speak English. So her friend came in and also talked to me and also realized that I couldn't speak English. So then all of her friends try not to talk to me anymore and drag the girl talk to me at first to stay away from me because I'm foreigner. So I was very hurt as a child.
Not long ago, I was watching a video titled Growing Up Indian by Juhi from the Ladies First channel. So she shared that she joined a Chinese school and was the only Indian. And on the first day of school, people were already talking behind her back, saying things like she probably has an Indian accent, and for her to be accepted by others, she often told others she was mixed, so people will find her exotic and treat her better, especially well. I would say the government is inclusive of them. however the opposite for Singaporeans. So compared to years ago, the government is definitely doing more, setting up more support services, more job openings, which gives them an opportunity to lead normal lives and be financially independent. However, Singaporeans still remain uncomfortable interacting with people with disabilities. So in the past, families would keep their disabled children mostly at home or in institutions out of sight of the public's mind. So some did it out of fear and shame.
Yes, I think people with mental and physical disabilities are included in the society, as the buses have drivers and they will get out their seat and give them a ramp so that it's easier for the people with wheelchairs to go on the bus. And I have seen ads about schools that cater towards those mentally disabled children.
Writing letters to show the appreciations to people who work in the hospital or work in the to the construction workers. So to appreciate them who have come to Singapore, so they will feel welcome. It will be more inclusive in Singapore.
I feel that more community centers activities can be organized and more like HDB estates flats under the ethnic integration policy, where there's like a balanced mix of different races living together, so it's both of them are to increase regular interactions between the different races.
Have more cultural events that many races can come together and bond.
We've just heard the perspectives of a few of our friends, but there's still so many people out there with their own views too. Yes, Singapore indeed has many different races and ethnicities, but it's just a small part of how diverse the human population is. How about people with medical conditions or people who identify differently from what is perceived to be normal? Are they being included in the society without judgment or bias? Sure, more and more awareness is being brought to attention, but it is agreeable that it's still a rather sensitive subject here in Singapore. On the other hand, the talk about race and ethnicities has been going on for so long. But there's still discrimination happening which is not being talked about. Will educations and events be enough to improve our ability to practice diversity and inclusion? Are we willing to improve as a member of this society? Do we care enough to practice diversity and inclusion?